Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today I have my best friend here and also she's a YouTuber. Welcome to my channel.
Thank
this
you.
Is actually the first time we are recording for my channel.
Oh yeah, that's true. Oh my god, I can't believe that.
It's okay. So, but I mean, you have also seen here in some of my videos already. We've made like that when we went to check out some like shopping somewhere in H&M or something, Zara. Yeah, we had that one, but that was a vlog. So this is the first time sitting down. So I'm so happy to be recording a video today with you. So yes, guys. So her name, please introduce yourself.
My name is Gloria, and the name of my YouTube channel is Glow TV.
All right, there you have it. So and today we are just basically going to talk about our experience of studying Chinese. Gloria has a very good experience in studying Chinese because your major is actually Chinese, right?
Yeah.
Just tell us a little bit about your background and like with coming to studying Chinese and studying in the Confucius Center and stuff like that.
Okay. I'm currently doing a master's program in Southeast University, and the master's program is teaching Chinese to speakers of other languages. And before I got to come here in China and study, I studied Chinese language in my country. I'm from Nigeria, by the way, and I studied Chinese in Nigeria for about 2 years in the Confucius Institute back in Nigeria. So yeah, the Confucius Institute is like, it's like this arm, or it's like this school where the Chinese government, there's an arm of Chinese government called Hamban. They're the ones that are in charge of like language, promoting Chinese language and all of that. So they built Confucius Institute in African countries. Currently in Nigeria we have about 3 or 4 in different states in Nigeria, but the one I went to is actually the biggest Confucius Institute, and it's in Anambra State, where I come from. So yeah, I studied Chinese there for 2 years, and I got to pass HSK 5. And I used the HSK 5 to apply for this scholarship that I'm currently on in Southeast University. So
right. So how was it like studying Chinese now? You have to study Chinese in Nigeria, right?
Yes, I had to study Chinese in Nigeria because you have to attain a certain level before you can come and do the master's program. And honestly speaking, it's not easy. It's not easy just studying it for like 2 years and then coming to do a master's. There is also a bachelor's program for this major. Yes, and I also have friends who are doing the bachelor's program. So you can choose to study Chinese for 4 years as your bachelor's, and then you come to China to do your master's. Yes, but during the time when I studied Chinese, I was studying it part-time because I was doing my major as well, which is like international relations. So I studied Chinese. I was only able to study for Chinese for 2 years. But I was also lucky enough to just pass HSK 5 because then the requirement to get the scholarship to come to China was to pass HSK 5. So I passed it, and then they gave me the scholarship.
Right. So do you feel like that center really like shaped your Chinese, or?
Honey, it was a struggle. Like, it was such a struggle studying Chinese in Nigeria because when people say Chinese is difficult, and that's just the truth actually. Chinese is a difficult language to study, but if you're passionate about it, if you really want to get it done, you're gonna like it's very possible. So normally attaining HSK 1 to like level 5, you need a space of like 3 years or more to do it. But by the time I registered for for Chinese language in my school, I was already in my 3rd year. So I wasn't planning to stay back in that city after I graduated from my major. So I just had to study it in 2 years, which was my 3rd year and my final year. So it was like I skipped a lot of classes. Like when I was in level 1, I was doing level 1 and level 2, level 3. You just put them together like that. So yeah, it was very difficult, and I feel like sometimes such difficult situations, it just makes you give it your best. You get so, and then there were a lot of us, like then in Confucius, there were a lot of us, like at the registration point to even register is like a problem because the line is like from here to the end of Shrangu Lake. The reason is because everybody knew that during that time, if you pass the HSK5, you get to go to China. So this is like an opportunity to go abroad, which is like what everybody in Africa wants, especially in Nigeria then. So it's like during the registration time, there are like lots of people. Sometimes you can stand on the queue for 5 hours.
Wow.
You've not gotten to the office.
Really?
Babe, that was why I even registered late, because right from when I entered school, I was trying to register. But every time I went there and I saw the queue, I'm like, this is crazy. I ain't doing this. I just go back home. But then as time was going on, most of my friends already registered, and I was like, okay, I can't be left behind. I just had to sacrifice just to register. It's the problem.
It's a problem.
So you really have to have that determination. So you stand on the queue, and if you go out, another person takes your space, and if you come, the way they will push you, like it's just like as if the office we're entering to register is the China.
Oh my God.
It's as if that office is the China. So everybody wants to enter like by fire by force.
Oh wow.
But that was it. So it really gave us that competitive spirit. So we just had to do our best. So I think that's why I was able to learn Chinese.
To learn Chinese
in
very
such a
fast.
short time.
Yeah, because you could speak Chinese when I met you for the first time. You could already speak Chinese. So that means that actually the center is really helpful for the students. And so what are the tips that you have for someone who wants now to maybe join the center or learn Chinese from? Do you think it's possible for them to learn from home if they are not even having opportunity to like join the Confucius Center?
Okay,
what are
like
tips?
people?
People who want to learn Chinese and they want because there are some people who want to learn Chinese maybe because they are thinking they want to come to China later on, or basically how. And there are also some people who are just learning Chinese for their work, for their like different reasons, right? So what are the tips for someone to learn Chinese?
Okay, if you have an opportunity to go to a Confucius Center or a Chinese school, I think even now, aside from Confucius Centers, there are some schools that they just set up to teach people Chinese. But Confucius Center is like the authentic place to learn Chinese because they actually have Chinese teachers. In other schools, you can have like foreigners, like some of our predecessors who graduated and went back home. They became Chinese teachers. But when you go to Confucius Institute, you like Chinese people are the ones teaching you. And I feel like the African teachers are still doing a good job, but I feel like there's nothing like learning the language from the person who has the language. You get. So if you have an opportunity to go to a Confucius Institute, definitely do that. It's going to help you a lot. But if you don't, you can also just try to study Chinese on your own, and to do that, it's going to require a lot of determination on your part. Because trust me, it's not easy. And one of the reasons Chinese language is so difficult is because it's made up of characters. So you have to learn the characters, you have to learn the pinyin first of all to know how each character sounds. And a lot of characters are alike. A lot of words, a lot of characters have the same character but different meanings. So there's just a lot of intricacies to learning Chinese that I think it might be difficult for you or just on your own wanting to learn it. It will be better you just register with someone or some place where you can learn it. Then if you attain a certain level, let's say maybe you've learned to level 3, you can actually now self-study. If you don't have the opportunity anymore, you can actually just get the books, get materials online, and just learn up the other words are in like the level 4 and so on.
So you literally have to follow now when you have the skills, the foundation, then you do like more self-study with words, writing down, listening, watching, and this type of thing, right?
A lot of writing. Because I remember back then, like my teacher, every time we learn a new word, you have to write the word like 10 times. So
10 times,
we will have a full book of just Chinese characters. And when we are looking at it today, we're just like, oh my God,
this is how time went by, learning Chinese, writing everything. Okay, that's on the aspect of learning Chinese. But so far now, coming into China, what do you think was the opportunity for you to learn Chinese in China? And do you think it has advanced your language skills? Like if you have to learn it from China and being here?
Being here,
do you think it really improved the language for you, or?
Honestly, I think being in China improved my spoken Chinese a lot. I think because here you get to actually interact with locals, with Chinese people. So it's like even your intonation sort of changes and you kind of sound like them. So even when they say things that doesn't sound like very very, because Chinese, there's something called Putonghua.
Yeah.
Putonghua is like the standard Chinese.
Yeah.
But you know, sometimes the locals can add their dialect, and yeah, being in China makes your ears sensitive to even pick up dialect. I think so. Yeah. Sometimes you go to the market, and let's say, for example, let me give a typical example. You want to buy something, and in Putonghua, that is standard Chinese or Mandarin Chinese, it will be 多少钱? 这个多少钱? But the local people will something like 多少钱?
Yeah.
多少钱? And then
struggle.
Yes, but then you know what it means because you have mingled with them, and you know. But I don't know. I feel like for the studying aspect, because when I came to China, I started my masters, and we weren't really doing more of like studying Chinese words and all of that. We were now learning like basically the format of how to teach Chinese. So they teach you like tools, you know, about preparing lessons, about teaching, about how to make people understand Chinese. So yeah, I think that also improved my Chinese. But I would really say, like, for spoken and for listening, my Chinese improved a lot coming to China.
Yeah, definitely. All right. And overall, how do you think like studying in China? What is your experience like? Or what has been your experience studying in China? Yes, let me give you the time.
Studying in China is not a joke. My people, studying in China is not a joke. That's just the truth. It doesn't matter what your major is. It's not a joke. You have to be up and doing. Anything less than this, you're just going to fail, fall. Okay, and I feel like for people who are studying in Chinese, it's even harder because I don't know, somehow here in China, studying in China, I feel like studying in China requires a lot of independability. I don't even know the word. It's like nobody tells you what to do. Like, you just have to figure things out on your own. So if you're not up and doing, you're going to miss out on a lot of things. You're going to be slacking behind in respect to your studies and things like that. So I feel like studying in China just really brushes you up a lot, because I didn't really get, I mean, the kind of pressure I got from studying in China, I don't think I got it studying in Nigeria. It's in China, you just have to be up and doing. That's just the word, up and doing.
That's it. You guys have heard it from the teacher that will soon be like a teacher graduating soon. So yeah, guys, thank you so much, Gloria, for today's video introception, like the knowledge that you shared. I really appreciate that, and thank you for coming to my channel.
Thank you for having me, guys.
So do guys subscribe to Gloria's channel. I'll put it in the description box and also put it on the screen. So yep, let's subscribe to my girls channel, and until my next video, stay humble, stay positive, and work hard towards your goals. And goodbye.